Okay, now first of all, I'm gonna explain you about Eileen. Eileen today is not here. It is because today in my country we have elections, the president elections. Is for the reason Eileen is not here. Now I'm gonna share you the screen. Wait me a moment. I'm gonna teach you some words in Spanish. And if you have any question or maybe you want to learn other words, just tell me, okay? Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
See.
Okay. I'm gonna teach you this word. Here I write in Spanish and here translation in English. I'm sorry because my
Alejandro, can
yeah.
you make Alejandro?
Yeah.
Can you just make it bigger?
Okay, I'm gonna
Por
make more
favor.
bigger. Yeah, of course.
Bien.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna teach you this word. Today in my country we have the presidential election. In Spanish we say elecciones presidenciales, or if we use the article, we say las elecciones presidenciales. And in the case of Eileen today is our electoral jury. For example, we're gonna use this article. Ella es jurado electoral. She is an electoral jury. And we have these other words: el voto, the votes, and president, el presidente. It's for the reason today Eileen is not here. Today is just me, okay? But we're gonna try to practice a lot of Spanish. I'm gonna try to teach you a lot of Spanish, okay? Now, the question from everybody: did you do the homework? Could you please answer in the chat box? You can put yes, not, or the most common question is there is homework. Yes, I can put yes. Today we're gonna start with a review about the homework. Now we are talking about the numbers. Estamos hablando sobre los números. And one thing, yesterday I recorded the lesson, but I don't have enough time. It's for this, and I think today I'm gonna upload the previous lesson, okay? What is electoral jury, professor? Okay, for example, I don't know if in your country is the same, but in my country, for example, everybody should to vote. Today is like a kind of holiday. Today we have president election in my country, and okay, is something like this in my country. There is some tables. Here is the workers for today. Eileen, the other professor, today gonna do this kind of job. For example, if you go to the place where we're gonna vote, you're gonna show you ID card, and they're gonna give you a paper, something like this, where is the politicians. You check and then you put in this box. I know in other countries it's different. You have electronic election or something like that. Okay, it's for this one today. Eileen is I'm gonna write here. Eileen es jurado electoral. It's a kind of job because today Eileen gonna work around night hours. She start around 6 a.m. and she's already there, and she gonna work around night hours. And for example, if it's not a voluntary job, we have a kind of lottery. If you win the lottery, that day you're gonna be a jurado electoral jury. And if you don't want to participate or you don't want to do that, you have two options. The first one is pay money, because it's a kind of penalty. You should pay it around 500 Bolivians. It's around 60 US. or if you don't have money, you can stay in the jail around 8 hours. I don't know if in your country is the same, but here in Bolivia, if you don't go, you have a penalty. And also, for example, if I don't vote, I have also a penalty. I cannot go to the bank around 3 months. Okay, everything is clear? I want to visit
Sí.
La Paz once. Okay. If you want to visit La Paz, I'm gonna show you a picture. Now I am in this city. I don't live here. Now as I live in another city that is called Uyuni. This is La Paz. We have a lot of big mountains here. For example, the city, the altitude 3,600 meters, and this mountain you're gonna see in the background is called Illimani, and the altitude of that mountain is 6,400 meters over the sea level. And the inhabitants in this city is around 1 million or around 2 millions, I think now. But it's not the most bigger city in Bolivia. And I think if you want to visit my country, the most famous place, as I told you, is this one. I live in that place. This one is called Uyuni, the Salt Flats. I live, my house is around 30 minutes from this place. It is salt. Salt in Spanish, sal. Okay, we have more people. Okay, we have, okay. Te quiero, Bolivia. Thank you. Now we're gonna start with the class. As I told you, we're gonna make a quick review about what we are doing yesterday. We're gonna start first of all with the homework. There is some volunteers. If you want to participate, please just turn on your microphone. A volunteer, please. Just we're gonna read the numbers.
Yes.
Marshall?
Sí.
Okay, Marshall. We're gonna start with this one, with the first number, okay?
Okay. In exercise 12.
Yes, exercise 12, if you have your book.
Yes.
Could you read, please, the numbers? From the numbers and also the name, please. And
30 y
yeah,
34.
yeah, very good.
34.
Yeah.
35.
Could you repeat? You are doing it per phrase, or you are doing one by one?
Two at a time.
Okay. Could you repeat again,
Dos.
please?
34.
Yes, very good.
And then 58.
Yes, very good.
92.
Yes, very good. And the last one?
Uno.
Yeah.
Uno.
Yeah, and the letter?
And M.
Could you read?
M.
Yes, very good. Could you read the name of him?
Eugenio
Yeah.
de Niño de Matazan.
Yes, very good.
Gracias.
I'm gonna read again. As I told you yesterday, a link. You can read one by one, or you can read per pairs. For example, I can read 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 2, 1. Or I can read per pairs like 34, 58, 92, 1M. And also remember that in Spanish, when we see a word, for example this one, we pronounce everything. It is a good point for the learners, because in other languages, for example, you see the word, but sometimes the pronunciation is different. But it's not happening in Spanish. If you see, for example, this word, we pronounce everything. I'm gonna pronounce Eugenio, Eugenio de Niño Matazan. Matazan. Okay, we pronounce everything. Thank you very much, Marshall. We have other volunteer.
Gracias.
You're welcome. You do very good, okay? Anyone else? Don't be shy.
Yes.
Okay. What is your name? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Mitu.
Hola, me too. Now, can you read the
Ya.
numbers of here?
Sí.
Okay.
65, 67, 23, 8, T.
Yeah. Now, name?
Claudia,
Yeah.
Claudia,
Yeah.
Sorrento, Salamar.
Okay. Do you read very well the numbers? Just in the name. Listen well. Claudia,
Yeah.
Sorrento, Heisalmer. Sometimes
Claudia, Sorrento,
yeah.
Salmer.
Yes, very good. I think in
Vale.
the case of this Eugenio and Claudia, they are not Spanishers because the last name is a little bit different. I think it's foreign last name. I don't know which country is this last name, but they are not Spanishers, I think. But thank you very much, me too. Anyone
Gracias.
else? You were very good, lo hiciste muy bien. Anyone else?
Me?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Yes.
Me llamo Kim.
Hola, Kim. Can you do this one?
8, 7, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, D.
Now the name?
Laura Burgos Yara.
Oh, very good. And could you try to do
Gracias.
two by two for pairs, like 87? Could you try? Oh, it's hard.
87. It's hard.
Yeah, but
Can
try,
you
please.
teach me?
Yes. The first one.
8, 7,
87.
87.
Okay. Then.
87, 96,
Yes, you're right. 96. Very good.
54,
Yes, very good. 54.
32.
Yes, 32. Very good. Okay, it's very good.
D. Thank
can
you,
do it.
gracias.
You're welcome. Wait me a moment. We have other person. Someone else want to participate? We have two more. Someone else, don't be shy.
Yeah, I'm a student too.
Okay, ¿cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Juan Jeremías, soy de India.
Okay, Juan. Go ahead, please.
8,
Yeah.
9,
Yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3 y J.
Yes, J. And now the name?
Fernando Ciro Suárez.
Yes, very good. Now could you try to do per pairs? Like for example, 89.
89,
Yeah.
106,
76. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just practice.
Yes.
So I just,
You can do it. I'm gonna do first. 54.
yeah.
54. Could you repeat, please?
5 y 4.
54. And the last one?
5. No.
And the last one, 3. Okay.
3.
Yes.
5, 4, 3.
Yes. Okay. J. Yes. J. Very good. Thank you very much for participating. You did very good. And now, someone else. There is someone in the chat. Thank you very much, Kim. Someone else want to participate? The last one, Ricardo. I listen someone. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Ok.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Ahmed.
Ahmed. Okay, go ahead, please, Ahmed.
Ok. 7, 8, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, F.
Okay, now the name?
Ricardo Soria Bolo, bola, Bolaños.
Yes, very good. And now could you try to do per pairs? Like 78.
Ok. 78,
Okay,
95,
very good.
4 y 3,
43.
2,
This one,
43.
43. And
43, 2,
the last letter?
2,
No, there's a letter.
F.
F, very good. Your pronunciation is very good, Ahmed.
Thank
You do
you,
very
sir.
good. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
participate. Do you have any question in this point, or everything is clear? Can you write in the chat, please? We have other person. We have Omar. Everything is clear. ¿Qué onda? Is Spanish or qué onda? ¿Qué onda is a weight in is a younger weight in order to say it, how are you? It's like you have in English what's up, but they pronounce in different countries. ¿Qué onda? I listen a lot of in Mexico and also in Colombia, but it's not a formal way, it's informal ways. For example, if you say ¿qué onda to an older person or as someone that you meet for the first time, it's a little bit weird. It's like in English you have what's up. For example, if I meet with someone for the first time, I say what's up. I think it's not a good idea. It's also in Spanish, but in the case of you are with younger people, according to the country, you can say ¿qué onda? Okay. Any question? But I think there's not more questions.
Yeah,
Jeremiah?
Professor,
Yeah, do you have any question?
see,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. When should I want to use "que onda" in between friends? When I should use that word? particular word?
Yes, for example, in the case of ¿qué onda? You can use just with friends. For example, if you use with someone that you meet for the first time, you say ¿qué onda? It's not polite. Just with friends, when you know the people, they are very close to you, you can use ¿qué onda? But I think in the case of you can use just with men, because if you use that word ¿qué onda? With girls, it's a little bit weird.
Gracias.
Just remember with friends. You're welcome. Now we're gonna continue. There is no more questions. We're gonna continue with the second part. I'm gonna read the numbers for 21 to 30. Okay, I'm gonna start. Just listen careful. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, now I need volunteers that want to repeat, maybe 5 numbers. Someone want to participate?
Yes, I want.
Okay, okay. Now could you start please from 21 to 25?
25, okay. 21,
Yes.
23, perdón,
Yeah.
21, 22,
Yeah.
23,
Yeah.
24, 25.
Yes, very good.
More?
No, it's okay. Your pronunciation is very good. I understand everything. Very good. Thank you very much. Other volunteer, other 5 numbers.
Sí,
Marshall, go ahead, please.
Mm.
From 20.
26,
Yes. Yeah.
27,
Yes.
28,
Yeah.
29
Yes.
and 30.
30. Okay, very good. Now I need other volunteers. Now we're gonna start with the homework. First of all, I'm gonna explain you. You're gonna see something different from, for example, 21 and 31. In the case, for example, of the numbers from 21 to 29, from this number to this number, it is just one word. from this number to this number is just one word. And also in the middle you're gonna see this vowel E. In everything is something like this: 20y1, 20y2, 20y3. But after 29, when we start 30, is 2 words. We say first of all 30 and 1. And this is the rule from 31 to 99, to this number. You should to pronounce first of all the number, for example. In the case of, I'm gonna do with other number. For example, we have 40. First of all, if we want to say it 41, we're gonna pronounce 40, and y, and after that the number 1. And it's in this way that we're gonna count from 30 to 99. It's really easy, as you're gonna see. Someone else want to participate? Everything is clear? Do you understand what I try to say?
Yes.
First of all, could you explain, please?
From 20, I mean, okay,
Yes.
very difficult to explain, but I understand that normally when I teach on YouTube, I try to understand how to make the next line. Por
Yeah.
ejemplo, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
How to mix this? So I follow my my technique that
Yeah.
I can get, and I learn very easily.
Yes.
So I don't know how to explain. Very difficult
Yes.
for me.
Yes. I get you. I get you. Just as you should.
But it's easy that if I know till 20,
Yes.
from 21, it's very easy.
Yes.
Just we have to memorize the 20 very well.
Yes.
Then we can start from 21, and it will be very easy.
Yes.
So
You are right. Yes, it's very good. I understand. I get you. Thank you very much for participate. For example, I'm gonna remember in Spanish. For example, if you know the numbers from 0 to 20, from desde 0 hasta 20, I think you know all numbers, because after that, if we use 20 plus 1, 21, we just mix in one word, as you're gonna see here. It's the mix like 20 and 1, 21. But from 21 to 29, we do write in just one word. But after that, when we start 30, we make 2 words: 31, 32. But sometimes the learners are really confused because we pronounce like one word. For example, I'm gonna say 31, and you're thinking that it's one word, like for example 21. But when you are writing, just remember that from this number, from 31 until 99, is 2 words, and in the middle we have the conjunction that you have in English and in Spanish is called y. 31, 32, 33. We just learned this word to make 30, 40, 50, 60, and then it's just the number plus other numbers. 50 plus 1, 60 plus 2, something like that. Okay, it is clear? Do you understand? Any questions?
So the easiest way, which is if we learn,
Yeah.
is from 0 to 20.
Yes.
And from the second part is if we learn 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90.
Yes, you are right.
So
You are
it's
right.
gonna be more easier, right?
Yes, you are very good. Yes, you understand very
Yeah.
well. Thank you very much.
Vale, gracias.
Your name is Tuni, right?
No, actually my name is Mitu.
Me too. Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Oh my God, very far away
Yeah,
from
it's
here.
close to India.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close, but I'm living in Spain.
I get you. Okay. Thank you very much for participating.
Yes, yes.
Anyone else? Do you have any question? Everything is clear. I need other volunteer because we're gonna start to count from 30 to 35. desde 30 hasta 35. Any volunteer?
From 30 to 35.
Yes, Paulina. From 30,
Sí.
desde el 30 hasta el 35. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35,
Okay.
36.
Okay, very
Seis.
good.
Okay.
Could you write in the chat box the numbers 34 and 35?
No problem.
Okay. Just these two numbers, okay? And after Paulina, we have other volunteers that want to participate from 36 until, wait a moment, from 36 to 40. We don't have the other numbers.
35.
Yes.
¿Cómo te llamas?
30.
32.
30.
Yes. Just Pasma, remember that it's not 30, it's 30. 30.
Yes, the ITA. Should be
30.
ITA.
But it's very good. 34, very good. And the last one, 35.
35.
Also,
Yeah, hello.
yes, wait.
Hi there.
Yes,
Mhm,
hi, John.
yes.
Wait me a moment.
Hi. Can you please pronounce the 20 and 30, please? I'm not too sure if I've heard very correctly. I want to just learn the pronunciation part
Yes.
of 20 and 30. Could you please pronounce it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pronounce again. Just please turn up your microphones, everybody, if you want to listen. Well, everybody turn up. Okay, I'm gonna start. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. Okay, that's very good. In the case of Paulina, she write 34. Also, many Spanish speaker that has this kind of problem. They pronounce, for example, 34. They don't pronounce 30. It's a common mistake also that we have the native speakers. We pronounce 30. We don't pronounce 30. Just remember that the correct way to write the number and pronounce is 30. 30.
So what's the incorrect way? You said, okay, we pronounce it as 30.
Yes. In Spanish, you should to pronounce everything. For example, if I say these two vowels, E and I gonna pronounce 30. 30. I pronounce everything. It is writing, I pronounce everything. But it's a common mistake
Okay.
because we speak very fast. The people, for example, I'm gonna write in the chat box. Many people make this mistake because we speak very fast, and they, when they writing, they pronounce they write like this, 30. They don't pronounce the vowel, the other vowel, but the correct way is 30. 30. Just remember this one.
Alejandro?
Yes, Marshall, do you have any question?
Yes. For Beta, because this B, the V is like a B. Is it with the B or a V? Because both B and V sound the same in Spanish.
Yes, for example, in Latin America, if I pronounce like in the Latin America way, I'm gonna pronounce like 21, 22. But I try to pronounce this sound like 21, 22. Do you feel the difference between both numbers? But
Sí, yeah.
for example, if you,
Which is
it is, for example, in Latin America, we don't make this difference. For us, for example, this letter is the same for us. Just in Spain, for
Okay.
example, if they say V, they pronounce like V. But for example,
Okay.
if you pronounce like
Well, it's
in the Latin American way, you pronounce 21, we understand you. There is not a big deal. But if you want to pronounce in the European way, you should to pronounce 21. It's just like an accent.
so Spanish is
Yes,
so in Spain it's VV.
yes,
They're both. Oh, and in Latin America it's a B
yes.
and V. Oh, gracias.
You're welcome. Okay, now we're gonna continue. Any volunteer that want to read from 36 to 40? 36 to 40.
And how do you pronounce 30?
Okay, I don't know who are talking. Ahmed?
No,
Yes.
well, I am John here.
John.
It's John here.
Yes, John. Do you want to read?
No. I'm saying, how do you pronounce 30?
30 is 30. 30. 30.
30.
Yes. And then
Okay, it's
31, 31, 32, 33. Okay, do you get the idea? Could you try, John?
Okay. Yeah, sure. It's just one moment. It's 31, 32, 33,
Yes.
34, 35, 36, 37, 7,
Yes, very good.
38, 39,
Yes. And the last one?
and then
40, 40.
40.
Yes.
40.
Yes, thank you very much. Very good, John. Very good.
Thank you.
Yes, you do very well. 31. Yes. And now I need other volunteer from 41 to 50. It is a challenge. Okay? From 41 to 50. Desde el 41 hasta el 50. Any volunteers? Don't be shy, please. Don't be shy. Next, I want to be volunteer. Maybe Basma or Meros. Just turn on your microphone. Tell me my name is something like this.
My name is Basma.
In Spanish, please. Me llamo.
Me llamo Basma.
Okay, Basma. From
40, 41, 42,
Yeah.
43,
Yeah.
44, 45, 46,
Yeah.
47, 48, 49, 50.
Okay. Could you repeat 48?
48.
Yes, I get you. In the case of this number, it's pronounced 48.
8.
8, 8.
8.
Y 8. 48.
Okay.
Okay, but everything was very good. Just remember this number, number 8, in Spanish,
Okay.
8. 8.
Okay,
Okay.
I have a doubt in my mind. Tell me if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Okay.
So about 6 and 7. So like for 6 is it space and 7 is siete. Is that
Siete.
correct pronunciation?
Yes, you are right. 6 is
So the thing is-
6. Yesterday we learned about this. Number 6, 6. Number 7, 7. 6,
Yeah, okay.
7. Okay?
Yeah, yesterday I was it was just I was trying to confirm the right pronunciation today because I was practicing, so I was not sure whether I'm pronouncing it right or not.
Yes, but it's
So,
for the
yeah.
reason you are here. We're gonna try it here. We're gonna practice here.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay, now I need other volunteers. I think we're gonna pronounce, because we don't have enough time, from 51. Just see to the book. I need that you pronounce from 51, 52, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 91. There is a volunteer. Someone want to participate? Don't be shy,
Yeah, I
please.
can.
Okay, me too. Just see to the book from 51 to 91. Just these numbers that you're gonna see in the book, okay?
Vale. 51,
Yes.
52,
Yeah.
60, 70, 80, 90, 91,
Okay. Stop, please.
92.
Yes, that's very good.
Ah, vale.
Now I'm gonna give you a numbers in the chat box. I'm gonna write some numbers. I need that you pronounce, okay?
Okay.
Can you pronounce, please?
65,
Very good.
67,
Listen well. 77.
70,
Yes.
77,
Yes. Try to this one.
77,
This one, 67 is 67.
67,
Yes. We're gonna try with this other.
74,
Yes, very good.
64,
Yes, very good. Now other number.
87.
86.
Perdón, 6.
Yes.
6, perdón.
No, it's
Okay.
very good. And I'm gonna give you the last number. This one.
88.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Me too.
Gracias.
I need other volunteer. You did very well. Lo hiciste muy bien. I need other volunteer that are gonna read these numbers from 92 until 100. Okay? Any
Who is it?
volunteer? Come on.
It's me, Rose.
Merlos. Merlos. Okay. Can you try it? Go ahead, please.
From 92,
From 92 to 100.
92, 93, 94, 95, 96,
Yeah?
97, 98, 99, and 100.
Yes, very good.
Thank you.
Now I'm gonna repeat
Gracias.
again. The trick in all numbers is just know who to say, for example, in 90, who to say 90, and after that is just count the numbers from 1 to 9. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. If you don't do the homework, you can write, for example, you can read, you can record your voice from this number 21 to 100. Just this number that you're gonna see in this page. This is the page number 12, la página número 12. You can record your voice, and also you can send as a private messages if you want to, that we listen, and we can reply to your messenger. For example, if we don't listen well, for example, you don't pronounce this number well, we're gonna tell you this number is pronounced 32. Just if you want to practice, okay? Do you have any questions? Everything is clear? Kim, what do you say, Kim? Me? Any question? Everything is clear?
Claro.
Paulina, any question? Everything is clear?
Sí.
Okay.
Claro.
Yeah?
No hay problema.
Yes, go ahead. Do you don't have any problem?
Yeah, no hay problema.
En español, no tengo, because I asked you, do you have any question? In Spanish I'm gonna write, ¿tienen algunas preguntas? No tengo preguntas. ¿Tienen algunas preguntas?
¿Tienes algunas preguntas?
It's writing like this. I write in the chat box. ¿Tienen algunas preguntas?
Ujú.
You can say, no, no tengo preguntas.
Ok, no tengo preguntas.
Okay, now we're gonna continue. No, no tengo preguntas, okay?
Ok.
Now we're gonna continue. It was other homework. Okay, it is other homework. I don't know if you do the homework, but you don't do the homework. Now we're gonna make a review. And I need a volunteers. This exercise is really easy. Here we have some information that I need that someone read. And after that, according to this sentence, that person should to choose the number. For example, this is talking about someone. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna try to understand. If you have any word that you don't know, you don't understand, just ask me. And after that, you should to choose one number. For example, I'm gonna read this one, and I'm gonna think the number maybe is 4. But after to say that, I'm gonna answer why do you think that the number 4 is this person. Okay, do you understand?
Okay. Got it.
Okay, any volunteer? I need 5 volunteers. Who gonna start?
I can start.
Me. You.
Okay, I saw John, and John is the number 1. After that is Meros. We have just
Yeah,
number,
I can.
and also me too, number 3. Okay, now we're gonna start with John. John,
Okay.
read please this paragraph, this sentence.
So it says Ronaldo tengo 25.
Yes.
Soy brasileño y soy economista. Hablo portugués, inglés y francés.
Okay, now listen careful. I'm gonna repeat again. Ronaldo, tengo 25 años, soy brasileño y soy economista. Hablo portugués, inglés y francés. Do you understand what is say here?
Yes.
Yes.
Just John, okay? Now we are talking with John. John, do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay, John, could you choose a number?
Okay.
We have
One
number 1,
moment.
2, 3, 4, or 5.
Number 5.
Okay, number 5. What do you think is number 5?
I think that the person is he seems like an economist, and he seems like maybe 25 years old,
Yeah.
or maybe, and he is dressed like Brazil guy, and he is I mean, that's what I can say.
Yes, I get you. For everybody, sometimes I don't like this kind of exercise because it's like a kind of a stereotype of someone. For example, when they say soy brasileño, many people say the color of the skin, but there are many Brazilians that they are white. And the second one, when they say soy economista, white all the time the economist look in a formal way. White, he's not an economist, or maybe she. But it is good. You are really good. I just explained about this exercise.
Okay.
But you're very good. Okay. Now,
Oh, thank you.
the second one is I remembered Arnold. Wait me a moment. I told you before the number 2.
I think it's me. Meros.
Meros, yes. Go ahead, Meros. Could you read this one?
Which one?
This one. Do you see the book? The name
Number
is,
4 or 5?
the name is Anne. Anne.
Sorry?
The name is Anne.
Anne?
Yes.
No, I can't. I can see only Mustafa and Sergio.
Oh, mate. Next to this one is the number 2, I think. or read
Can you move your screen? Like I don't have book here.
or you
So,
have your books read because we have
Yeah.
Elaine, we have Anne, we have Mustafa, we have Sergio.
Yeah, so can I read Mustafa?
You can choose one. Choose one, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read Mustafa.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, vale. Tengo 21 años.
Yeah.
Soy marroquí y sono estudiante. That means student.
Yeah.
Hablo árabe y francés. That means I speak Arabic and French.
Yeah. Now listen careful. I'm gonna repeat again. Mustafa, tengo 21 años. Soy marroquí y soy estudiante. Hablo árabe y francés. Okay.
Gracias.
Just remember, in the case of this number, for example, we learned before that if we see just the number, we pronounce 21.
Yeah.
21 is the correct way. But when we are talking about, or for example, when we're gonna see other nouns after the number, we're gonna pronounce 21 años. 21 años. We're gonna omit the last vowel in the number 21. Do you have the idea? Okay, now, yes.
Why this happened? And also, is this all the time that we will pronounce just like 21?
Yes, I'm gonna explain you in the chat. Wait a moment. It's because sounds 21. 21. Wait a moment. 21. Where is the number? 21. 21. Okay. This is the number 21, right? Just when we are talking about the number, the age. 21 años. And also remember this one is the tilde. We pronounce 21. We omit the last vowel in 21. We omit O and we just pronounce the other vowel, años. 21 años.
Okay.
It's just because
Okay.
pronunciation, because we have two strong
Okay.
vowels together.
21 años.
Yes. And where is Armor? Meros. Now you read the about Mustafa. Could you tell me which number do you think is Mustafa? Remember, the number 5 is Ronaldo, but we don't know which number is Mustafa.
Number 1?
Okay, I hope this Meros is the number 1. Could you answer me why do you think is the number 1?
Because he looks like Arab.
And also
Morocco. Yes, Marroquí.
Marroquí.
Yes, Marroquí. Yeah. He looks like he's from Marroquí.
Yes, it's the thing that I told you before. White all the time we thinking that is Marroquí. White is not this guy, Mustafa. But it's a book. It's okay. You're right. I think, for example, you can think because we have this kind of stereotype, the student also using a backpack or carry on someone in the hand. I think it's for the reason he's the student. But you are right. The number 1 is Mustafa. And after that, I remember is me too.
Yes.
Me too. Could you write this one, please? Anne?
Okay. Tengo 19 años.
Yeah.
Soy estadounidense
Yeah.
y soy estudiante. Hablo inglés y un poco de español.
Okay. Now listen careful. I'm gonna read again. Anne, tengo 19 años. Soy estadounidense y soy estudiante. Hablo inglés y un poco de español. Okay? What number do you think that is, Anne?
I think it should be number 4.
Number 4. Why?
Because of her dressing
Yeah.
and is the specialmente the dress up, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually,
And she looks young.
Sometimes
Yeah.
people change the dress up, but just this accessory is just to understand the clothes
Yes,
or
yes,
the
yes.
attitude, right?
Yes, yes. For example, it's just
Yeah.
the most easy way to explain. When you, for example, we have this, someone gonna ask you, what do you think that is the number 4? It's easy. Just see the clothes. Because she looks like a student. Many of the students look like this, but it's for the reason that I think is the number 4. Okay, but you do you really well. Lo hiciste muy bien. Very good.
Yes.
Okay, after that, I need other 2 volunteers. Anyone else?
Me?
We have Paulina and also we have Basma. I think Basma want to participate. Okay, Paulina, go ahead. Please read this one. Helen.
Helena, tengo 21 años, soy francesa y soy profesora.
Yeah.
Hablo 3 lenguas, francés, inglés, italiano.
Okay, could you repeat again the age, please? This line.
Tengo 21 años.
Yes, 21 is 21. Here is writing 31. 31 is 31 años.
Sí.
Yes, and
Sí,
also
31.
yes, we have this one. 31 is the number, but remember, it's also happened that 21 that I explained you before. We're gonna omit the last vowel, and we're gonna pronounce 31 años. Okay, which number do you think is Helen?
I think it's 3.
El número 3. ¿Por qué? Why?
Milites, because he looked like a professor and a teacher, at least a teacher,
Yeah,
and also with the glasses.
yeah. Very good. Yes, you are right. And for example, in the case of this, you're gonna see the number of heart. We have to, over the E, over the E, sobre la E, we have this sign that we call in Spanish tilde. But I think she is, because she speaks French, I think she come from France. She are using the other accent. This accent we don't have in Spanish. This one is just in French. It's for the reason, if I see this number, if I don't know nothing about French, I'm gonna pronounce Hélène. But I think the pronunciation of this number in French is different.
So in Spanish, it should be Elene.
Yes, Hélène. Yeah.
Okay.
Just remember, in the case of this one, don't be confused. We don't have this kind of thing over this E. Just we have this one. This is just in French, this one.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I have a question here.
Yeah?
Sorry. Yeah. It says hablo 3 lenguas, francés, English, and then it does not have Y, it has E.
Yes.
Like the other one has E. It has E Italiano.
Yes.
It does not have Y. So why is it E and not Y?
Yes. For example, it's also because pronunciation. For example, many people, when we put this sign that we call in Spanish comma, I'm gonna zoom more bigger. For example, when we are talking, when we are counting nouns, we say this one, E, in someone, like English, for example, French, English, and Italian. But here we are using
it's
this
why
vowel A. This vowel A is because a pronunciation. For example, if I'm gonna say francés, inglés, y italiano, we pronounce 2 times this vowel E, because in the case when we are talking about the, for example, in the case of this one, sometimes sound like this. And in order to don't pronounce again 2 times the same vowel, we're gonna use this one A. Just remember when you're gonna see, for example, one noun, comma, other nouns, and the last one gonna say, for example, the last noun start with this vowel E, you don't have to write Y,
okay.
because it's just pronunciation. It's a little bit weird. Francés, inglés, y italiano. You pronounce 2 times the vowel E. It's for the reason because the rule says when we have the last word and the beginning of this word is the vowel E, we're gonna change the Y to E, to E.
Okay. Okay.
Do you get the idea? It's clear? Do you understand?
And is it in front of any vowel, or it is
No,
just because
just in the case
just
of
for
E.
I? Okay, just in the case of E. Okay.
For example, if I gonna write in the chat box, francés, inglés, y alemán. For example, in the case of these languages, I'm gonna say francés, inglés, y alemán. Just when you're gonna see, for example, like in the book, the last word start with this vowel E, you should to write E for A.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, Samir, tengo una duda. Yeah. Oh, why not use O? Why only use that E? So what is the difference between them? So can you explain it clearly? Because I
Yes.
have a doubt about it.
I think it's the same that happened in English. For example, we have the 2 conjunctions. Like one is and. I'm gonna write here. In English, you have this one. Wait me. In English, you use this one. The translation in Spanish is E. And also in English, you have this other one.
I guess no.
Yes.
Okay.
You have.
I guess like E like or, right? Is if you translate in English, it would be like or right?
Yes. Also,
Not E. Not
yes.
why I'm asking. Just I'm asking about E, la letra E in Espanol. So
Just la letra A,
for
right?
that, yeah, the similar words that use in Spanish O. So or same,
Yes.
right?
It's the same that English.
So-
For example, or in English, in Spanish is O. But in the case we use E because we say I speak this language, and this language. But if you use ort, it is means, for example, I speak English or French. It is means that I can choose. You know the yes. I don't know if you get
It's,
your question well. You do, maybe I don't understand well because it's a little bit noisy. Could you write your question in the chat box, please? Or maybe someone understand the question and could you help me, please?
Oh, yes. I'm just asking you that. So I have seen so many books in that the verb that the letra E and O. So I think the both letters that make the similar words, right? So why can't you use O instead of E? So that's my question. That's it.
Okay, I get you. I think that now I get you. For example,
Yes.
in English, I write it in Spanish. In the case of both, this one and this one.
Not why. Just I'm just asking about get to know about O and E.
Okay, this one. O and E, right? This and this.
O and E. Just let me text you, sir.
Okay. In the case, for example, first of all, I don't know if you have the book or the parts that you read, because we don't use, for example, this vowel. In English, the translation of this one is ort. We don't use with the same value of ort this vowel E. Because in the case of Spanish, all the time this one, E, the translation in English is ent. We use in the same way like this one. E or E in English is ent. But until now, I don't see, or I think it's better if you have the book or some parts, you can take a picture and you can send to the group. Because in the case of, we don't use this one and this one, for example, together like this other two. It is both two is represent the end in English, this one, end.
So I can summarize it. What I got it, that in case if Y is followed by I,
yes,
then we need to use E instead
yes.
of Y.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes, you are right. Yes. But in the case of this one, all the time is O. We don't have the same like this one, Y and E. In the case of O, all the time is O. It's not made there, for example, if the other word start with O, there's no problem. But I'm gonna try to find in order to explain you in the next session. I'm gonna explain you again about this. But if you have the, for example, if you have find the book or maybe some sentence that is using this one that you told me, just take a picture. I think it's very useful for everybody, because if I see your example, I can explain you better. Okay? But thank you very much for your question.
Oh, thank you. Con mucho gusto, señor.
Yeah. And ¿cuál es la diferencia entre la O and E? And I answer O is ort in English and E is end.
¿Puedes repetir, por favor?
Yeah, ¿cuál es la diferencia? In the case of O, in English is ort, and E in English is end.
And?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
gracias.
gonna read you this one. This is the English option. In the case of both, in English is end, and this O is or.
I thought I have heard about, O, E also, just like or. I have seen somewhere that's, that, E like O are the similar words. I guess I have seen somewhere, I don't know whether it is right or wrong. But, I have seen somewhere.
Yeah,
so
maybe sometimes it's because, yes, maybe sometimes it's because after this conjunction, there is other noun that start with the letter R. Or, for example, I think I'm gonna prepare some examples from the next session, and I'm gonna explain you better this side.
Okay.
But thank you very much for your question. Just I want to understand. In the case of this one, represent in English end, and the vowel O represent or.
Okay. Gracias. Muchas gracias.
You're welcome. And now I think we have one more, right? The last ones.
Can I participate?
Yes. Go ahead, Sergio.
Okay. Sergio. Tengo 28 años. Soy romano y soy médico.
Yes.
Hablo 3 lenguas: rumano, inglés y español.
Okay. Do you understand everything?
Yes, I am 28 years old. I am from Romania.
Yeah.
I am a doctor.
Yeah.
I speak 3 languages: Romanian, English, and Spanish.
Okay, very good. Now I'm gonna pronounce again. I think also because it's not a Spanish name, because it's a Romanian name, but we pronounce in Spanish. If I see this one, I don't speak Romanian, I'm gonna pronounce Sergiu. Sergiu. Tengo 28 años, soy rumano y soy médico. hablo 3 lenguas, rumano, inglés y español. Okay? Now, which number do you think is Sergio or Sergio?
I am dos.
El número 2.
El número dos.
Yes, why? ¿Por qué?
Because he is wearing a uniform of doctor with símbolo médico.
Yes, you are right. Very good.
Gracias, señor.
You're welcome. Very good. Okay, do you have any questions? Everything was clear? Yes.
Tengo una pregunta.
Sí.
It's about 28.
Yes.
28 años. Is 28 años or 28?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I get you, I get you. In the case, for example, is also, remember, just, I forgot to tell you this one before, just when we have the number 1, is the number 1 that gonna change. It is other exception, yes, it is other exception.
Okay.
For example, you are very, it's a very good question, because we're gonna see, for example, 28, and as I told you before, we have a strong vowel. I'm gonna write in the chat, 28 is this number, 28. But when we pronounce in Spanish, we say 28 años. Okay, we pronounce like this. I told you before that, for example, we have the strong vowels that cannot pronounce, for example, both together. But in the case of this one, it's exception. Just remember, in the case, for example, when we are talking about numbers, just the number 1 has this exception. Number 1, 21, 31. And also later, when we're gonna count, we're gonna teach you later about this number. Just number 1 has this exception. But after that, we're gonna pronounce 28.
28. Okay, so no change.
No change.
Okay. Okay, muchas gracias.
Because in the case, for example, if we follow the rule and we omit the last vowel, o, we're gonna pronounce 28 años. And this word don't sound well in Spanish. But I like your question because you get the idea. And you are in my class.
Yeah.
I think you are following my class. Thank you very much, because your question is helpful to everybody. Because maybe if you don't make this question, everybody gonna thinking that we pronounce 28 años, like as explained you before, omit the last vowel, but the correct way, 28 años. Okay, I'm gonna try to, for the next lesson, we're gonna try to make a kind of exercise in order to learn pronunciation in Spanish, because we have this kind of case when we omit the vowels and when we pronounce in a different way, okay? But it's not too much. No, it's not like English. English is too much. Okay, but thank you very much. Okay, and now we're gonna finish with this exercise. I need maybe 1 volunteer or 2 volunteers. Someone want to participate? Here we have some questions and you should to answer the questions, okay?
¿Cómo se llama?
Who want to participate? Basma, Basma, Marshall, and Miros. Okay. We're gonna start with Basma, and then it's Marshall, and after that, Miros, okay? We're gonna give you an interview, Basma. I'm gonna give you the question, and please answer me, okay?
Okay.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Basma.
¿Cuántos años tienes?
17 años.
Okay. It is good, but because you are learning Spanish, it's better that you all the time use the verb. In a common way, for example, if you speak Spanish very well, when I say ¿cuántos años tienes? You can answer me just 17 años. But I think it's better, just remember, in Spanish, it's very important the verb. It's for the reason I'm gonna ask you again. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Okay. Tengo 17 años.
Very good, very good. ¿De dónde eres?
Soy marroquí, pero vivo en Italia.
Okay. In the case of this word, marroquí is for both. It's not matter is female or male. Marroquí.
Okay.
Soy marroquí, pero vivo en Italia. ¿Ok? ¿A qué te dedicas?
Okay.
Do you understand this
Soy
question?
marroquí, pero vivo en Italia.
Yes, very good, very good.
No.
Do you understand this question? ¿A qué te dedicas?
No, I didn't get it.
Okay, this question, ¿a qué te dedicas means what do you do? Do you study? Do you work? Something like that.
Soy
What is-
estudiante.
Yes, very good. Soy estudiante. And the last question, ¿qué lenguas hablas?
Hablo árabe, francés, inglés y italiano.
Remember, could you repeat again? Hablo
Hablo árabe,
árabe.
inglés, francés y italiano.
Yes, the last one, remember, e italiano. That was very good, very good. Okay.
Thank you.
And after that, I told you Marshall, right? Marshall, Basma, and
Sí.
now it's
Sí.
Marshall. Okay, now I'm gonna give you the question and please answer me, okay? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Marshall.
Ok, muy bien. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Yo tengo 67 años.
Ok, muy bien. ¿De dónde eres?
Soy de Canadá.
Yeah, it's good. ¿A qué te dedicas?
Soy ingeniero jubilado.
Ingeniero jubilado, right?
Sí.
I wanna write here. Do you write retired engineer, right? In English?
Sí.
Okay, in Spanish, ingeniero jubilado. Okay.
Sí.
Okay. ¿Qué lenguas hablas?
Yo hablo inglés y estoy aprendiendo español.
Yes, it's very good. Yo
hablo
yes.
Yo hablo inglés y estoy aprendiendo español.
Okay. I'm gonna write here. Yo hablo inglés y estoy aprendiendo español. Okay. Yo hablo inglés y
Sí,
estoy
gracias.
aprendiendo español. Very good, Marshall. And now the last one is Meros. Miros. Miros, are you there? Are you here? ¿Estás aquí? Meros.
Sí, sí, claro.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna give you the question. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Mi nombre es Roshan.
Yes, it's other option, but it's good. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Yo 21.
Yes.
Está diciembre.
Yes. Remember, in Spanish, the verb is very important. ¿Cuántos años tienes? In the case of this question, the verb is tienes. But we're gonna change this verb when we answer the question. Tengo.
Yo tengo.
Yes, yo tengo, or just you can say just the verb. We can omit the pronoun. You can say tengo 21 años.
21. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna answer ask you again. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Yo tengo 21 años.
Yes.
Años.
Yes, remember? 21 años. 21 años. Yes,
Yo tengo 21 años.
Yes.
Años.
Very good. Now, ¿de dónde eres?
Yo, yo Nepal, yo tengo para Nepal,
Yes, I
pero ahora,
yeah,
en Australia.
yeah. I'm gonna explain you this one in the chat box. The people that was born in your country we call Nepali.
Yeah.
Soy Nepali. Pero, do you live in Australia, right?
Yeah. Pero vivo, yeah.
In Australia. Soy Nepali. I am Nepali, but I live in Australia. Pero vivo. Soy Nepali, pero vivo en Australia.
I want to say. Soy Nepali, pero vivo en Australia.
Yes. Soy Nepali. ¿A qué te dedicas?
Disculpe.
¿A qué te dedicas? Do you understand this question?
No.
This question is what do you do? And you can tell me I am a student, I work, something like that. Okay?
Yo estudiante.
Yo soy estudiante.
Soy estudiante.
Yes.
Y yo soy chef.
Okay.
Ahora estoy en kitchen.
En la cocina.
I'm doing my job also.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kitchen in Spanish, la cocina, la cocina.
La cocina.
Yes, la cocina. And you told me before, yo estudiante.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
remember?
Yes, I get you. The weight is
yo
soy estudiante. In Spanish, the verb to be is very important. For example, we can omit the pronoun yo, but always we need the verb. For example, if you say yo estudiante, I don't understand well what do you try to say it. But for example, if you tell me soy estudiante, just this one, soy estudiante, I understand you. We omit the pronoun yo, and you say just the verb and the noun, I understand you. Just remember the first one, yo estudiante, is weird because we don't have the verb. And also you told me that you are chef, right? In Spanish we say yo soy cocinero. Cocinero. And you told me, and now I am in the kitchen, right? Y ahora estoy en la cocina.
Claro. Y ahora estoy en la cocina.
For example, in the case of this both sentence, you're gonna see the verbo soy and the verbo estoy. In English, both is the verb to be, but in Spanish we have two verbs, ser and estar. Later we're gonna explain you more about these verbs because many people is confused about this verb. Because in English you have just one, or maybe also in your language you have just one, but in Spanish we have two verbs, ser and estar. Okay, but you're very good. Okay, the last question for you. ¿Qué lenguas hablas?
Yo hablo Nepali.
Yes.
Nepalese.
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Poco español.
Yeah.
And entiendo árabe.
Okay.
Entiendo Urdu from Pakistan.
Urdu.
And hablo Urdu.
Yes, I know.
Hablo Hindi.
Oh my God, you speak a lot of languages.
I'm trying.
Yeah, was very good. Yeah, I get you. For example, I listen that you say I hablo poco español. In Spanish we don't say like that. For example, if you want to say I speak a little bit Spanish, you can say yo hablo poco español.
Okay, only poco.
Yes, poco. We don't have this kind of word. Poco.
Okay.
Or there is other word that we use in South America a lot of. Yo hablo poquito español.
Okay.
Poco poco is means like poquito. Really small Spanish, poquito. Yo hablo poquito. It is means that your Spanish is like, for example, just basic words or really little. Maybe you know just greetings. You know just how to say hello and that's all. It is the
Like
means.
I can watch movies with subtitle. Like I understand.
Yeah.
It's like movies and see,
Yeah.
but I have a problem in speaking.
Yes. But for example, in the case yo hablo poco español, I understand that, for example, you know greetings, maybe you know how to introduce by yourself. It's just basic Spanish. But when you say yo hablo poquito español, I understand that maybe you know how to say hello, goodbye, and that's all. It is the meaning of poquito.
Okay, claro.
Okay. Now, do you have any question? I think in this moment we're gonna finish the class. Now I'm gonna give you the homework.
No, not for me, but okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, gracias.
Yes. Before that you leave, I'm gonna explain you the homework.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna use this homework. I need that, for example, if you have a favorite artist or someone else, just write, for example, apellidos, the surname, the name, the nationality, the day of the birth, the place where this person was born, and the address. And you make the homework, you can write in your book, or you can send like a private messages to the teachers. And the next week we're gonna make these questions. For example, you write the last name, I don't know, Smith, and I'm gonna tell you in Spanish the question, ¿cómo se apellida? And you're gonna answer me, se apellida Smith. And then I'm gonna give you other question, ¿cómo se llama él? And you can tell me, él se llama George, for example. I need that you just follow the blanks with the apellido, surname, name. Is clear? Do you understand this homework?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Sorry, come again?
Yes. Do you have any question?
Yeah. Can you repeat again what
Okay.
we have to do for the homework?
Yes. In the page
Sorry.
number, yes, I get you. In the page number 13, in the exercise number 14, ejercicio número 14, you're gonna see after the questions, you're gonna see we have these words, and you should to fill the blanks. The first one, apellidos, surname. You should to put anyone that you want, maybe an artist, maybe your relative. There is no matter. But I need here a surname. In this side, I need a name. Nacionalidad, I need a nationality. I need the fecha de nacimiento, the birth date, lugar de nacimiento, the place that this person was born, and the domicilio address.
Okay.
It's clear, right? I need that you put just the data of
clear.
someone, the personal data of someone, and then the next week, if you do the homework, I'm gonna give you the questions. ¿Cómo se apellida? And you're gonna answer me. ¿Cómo se llama? And you answer me. ¿Cuál es su nacionalidad? Or something like that, okay?
Okay.
And after you, okay? And the next homework, it is really...
I have a question.
Yes?
It's the last one, domicilio. This is mean your hometown, or it's mean where's the city you are living right now?
Is the address. For example, I'm gonna show you in Vocabulario Activo, we do this homework. When we are talking about domicilio, the other word that we use is dirección. Street, Cisneros, number, the place where this person live. Is not the city, is not the country, is the place where is the house of him, of her. Like this one.
Okay, so they are the same, right?
Yes, for example, you can run street, calle, Brasil, número, tan. It's something like this.
Okay.
Domicilio, what you're gonna see here, domicilio is other way that we call house, the house place. Maybe the people gonna answer cuál es tu domicilio, but it's in a formal way. You cannot.
It's the address.
Yes, it's address in other ways in English. Okay.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any question? Okay. Now we're gonna explain you the second homework. In the case of the number 15, I'm gonna explain you. Here we have.
Sir,
Yes.
may I ask certain question?
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Will you send us teacher the link where we could refer the assignment?
Yes. For example, in the case of the WhatsApp group, you see the administrator. You can send to Eileen,
Okay.
to Maria, or you can also send to me.
Okay. Thank you. Gracias.
You're welcome. Okay, now we're gonna continue. Here we have a sentence, and also we have to fill the blanks here, but here we have the options. Here we have the languages, and here we have the countries. In the sentence says, for example, I'm gonna give you the first one. En Francia se habla francés. This is the first option. I'm gonna write in the translator. En Francia se habla francés. In France, they spoke in French. I think the Google Translator, is not good. But the translation of this one, on France, they speak French. In this homework, just you should, for example, you have the countries here. Here is just countries. Also here, alumno A, alumno B, and here we have the languages. You have just match, for example, French. In France, they speak French. En Francia se habla francés. Do you understand this homework? It's easy. Any question?
Claro, I guess.
Yeah, got it. May I know what's welcome? You are welcome in Spanish?
De nada. De nada. For example,
Nada. Okay, thank you.
we have thank you in Spanish is, for example, you tell me thank you. In Spanish is gracias. And I'm gonna reply you're welcome, is de nada.
Ah, okay, thank you. Gracias.
De nada, the translation is nothing, okay? But in English you say you're welcome, okay?
I think her question is kind of
Okay.
welcome you to come is kind of say at the beginning of something. It's not the end.
I listen, you're welcome. When you say thank you, you're welcome. But if you say, for example, you want to say someone that visit your country, your welcome is
welcome.
bienvenido.
Bienvenido.
Yes.
Bienvenido.
Or for example, welcome to Bolivia. Bienvenido a Bolivia. Bolivia is my country. And you can change with your country. For example, I don't know if there are many countries. Bienvenido a Brazil. Bienvenido a España. But this is bienvenido is welcome. In the case of the last question, I listen, you're welcome. It's for this reason I say de nada.
Okay, gracias.
De nada. Okay. But do you understand this one, right, everybody? It's very easy. Just match the country and the languages. And just follow the sentence. For example, in the case of the second one, in Suecia, se habla, and try to find which language they speak in Suecia. Okay? I think it's very easy. And now the last homework is from the Vocabulario Activo, the other book. And in this book is the page number 27. Yes, this one. Page 27, página 27. And I need, for example, here we have the numbers. It's writing from 0 to 1 million. And this homework, I would like that you, for example, record your voice and send us a private messages for WhatsApp. You're gonna say 0, 1, 2, 3, something like that, in order that we're gonna listen if you pronounce well or not, and also we're gonna reply you. For example, you make a mistake maybe in this number, I'm gonna tell you the correct way in order to pronounce this one is 70, okay? From 0 to 1 million. Just these numbers, okay? I don't want that you pronounce from 0 to 1 million one by one, because it's a lot of. I think also you're going to spend a lot of time if you count from 0 to 1 million. Just the numbers that you see in this page, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, and the last homework in the same page, 27th. Here we have the example. It's just write the numbers. For example, you're going to see the example. It's writing 952 prefijo 224 is just writing the numbers. In the case of this one prefijo, in some countries they use, but you call in the English like code country or something like that. I think code country. I think
Yeah,
you call code country or something like that.
Country code.
Yes, código de país.
Yeah.
It is the same. Code country is the same like prefijo. But it's not important. I just want that you write the numbers. For example, here you write 091. Or in this other one, 952307700. Also, if you want to practice more, you can write 2 per pairs. Like for example, 95. You can write also along the 2, dos. Or you want to practice more, or maybe you know already how to count in Spanish, you can write 3 per 3. 952, 307, 700. It's up to you. You want one by one, or you want per pairs, or you want 3 per 3. Okay? This is the homework. Do you have any question? Everything is clear?
Yes.
Just I'm gonna remember
Yes.
the homework. Remembered, this is the homework. Just fill the blanks with the personal data. The other homework, just match the country with the languages. And in the other book, Vocabulario Activo, the page, la página 27, page 27, just pronounce the numbers from 0 to 1 million, just the numbers that you see in this page. And after that, just write the numbers one by
Sorry.
one. Yes?
Is it the same book?
No, in the case
Is
of,
it the same book?
no. We already sent the
Or
link
this
in
is
the
a
group.
different book?
Yeah. For example, we are studying the lesson with
Oh,
this
okay.
book, Sueña. This is the book that we are explaining you today.
Sueña.
Also, this link is in the group. And
Oh.
we are using this book, Sueña, to the lesson. And in order to do the homework, we are using the other book that is called Vocabulario Activo, this one. But both books is in the group. You just, I think we're gonna send again the link of the Drive, Google Drive, and you can download in that link the both books. Okay, any question?
Thank you. Gracias.
You're welcome. De nada. Any question? Everything was clear? I think
No,
you don't
not
have any
thank you.
question.
Yes.
See you the next Saturday, okay? Hasta el
Vale.
siguiente sábado. Have a
Vale.
nice day. Have a good night.
Okay.
Tengan buen día.
Gracias.
Tengan buenas noches.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Chao.
Chao, chao.
Muchas gracias. Sí.
De nada.
Chao.
Chao, chao.